Alright guys, welcome to my channel. I'm gonna start doing some tutorials on Lightroom, Photoshop, and maybe some DaVinci. Uh, to start, I'm gonna show you the basics of my workflow editing pictures. So we have this example photo shoot that I did this week. This was shot with the Sony A7 III. Well, let's go to the info. If you click the I key, it should show us the info. So it was shot with the Sony A7 III, 2000 seconds, aperture 2.2, and with the 85mm lens. And as for light, I had a rotolight light located probably about this place, maybe about 4 feet away, maybe 3 foot away from the subject. And the first thing I do is look at the Instagram. This Instagram is a little bit to the left because we have a lot of dark areas, but I think the subject is not too bad. So, but I can increase the exposure a little bit. With the white balance, I like to check what Lightroom is recommending. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I like my pictures a little bit on the warm side, so I'm gonna leave it the way it was on the warm side. So we got the exposure. We can add a tiny bit of contrast, not a lot. Bring the highlights because I see a little bit of maybe too much light on this side of the face. So I'm gonna drop a little bit right there. And let's see the shadows, just a tiny bit. I think that looks good. His face looks a little bit on the dark side compared to her face, but I mean that was what the picture is giving us. On the whites, if you look at this triangle on the top, you can see that there's no light inside this triangle. These are the whites, and if I raise this slider, what I try to do is slide it up until I see some color in that triangle, like right there. So that's it for my whites. The blacks are already clipping, so I'm not gonna touch the blacks. These are two young guys. They have amazing skin, so I'm not gonna touch the texture. Give a little bit of clarity, a little bit of the haze. I like a little bit of vibrance also, and saturation. I like color, so I would like to increase those saturations. Let's go back to the next part. If I see that the skins are too orange after I do that, I make sure you are in the saturation, and I try to decrease the orange a little bit. So maybe right there. We go down to the split toning. I actually learned about the split toning not too long ago, and I like to go with the orange and teal look. So I put the highlights on the orange. These are already like really, so let's see what happens right there. I like that. And then we close this one, and the shadows, we're gonna bring the shadows on the blue side, on the teal. So I think that looks good. Maybe a little bit more right here. I keep playing, with it. Let's see. I kind of like it right there. I like a little bit of blue in the shadows. If you go right here, it doesn't look good. So it has to be kind of around this area. I think that looks good for my taste. So let's close that one. Then we go down to the next one. If we see some noise, we can check. Right there, I think it looks good. But if I see some noise, I usually, let's raise it a little bit until you start, maybe not too far, maybe to 30 or 40. And then I raise my sharpening the difference to 100. So if I did 35, I will do 75 on the sharpening. And right here in the corrections, let's do the remove chromatic aberration and enable the profile corrections. Right here you can see that it's perfect. Sometimes, you know, a little bit of vignetting, it's not bad. And the last slider that I use is this saturation, the blue primary. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so slide this one to the blue. I don't like it on this one, so I'm not gonna move it. I'm gonna leave it the way it was. And that's it, guys. That's my workflow. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I mean, this is, like I said, this is my first video and probably not the best one, but I'm gonna try to get a little bit better on it. That's the point. So please subscribe to my channel if you want to learn a little bit more. Leave the comments if you have any questions or you have any, you know, recommendations. We are open to feedback. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good one. Thank you.